All right, let's dive deep into the ice of Antarctica, probably the most remote and mysterious continent on our entire planet. For years, it's been this pristine lab for scientists. But the things they're finding there? Well, they're starting to reveal secrets that challenge everything we thought we knew about Earth's past and maybe even its future. While scientists are working to uncover the facts, there's this powerful idea that just won't go away, that this frozen wasteland is hiding something absolutely incredible. Maybe a lost world or even alien life locked away miles beneath the surface. It sounds a bit like science fiction, right? Well, as you're about to see, sometimes the truth is way, way stranger. And just to give you an idea of the sheer scale of this mystery, just look at the numbers. We're talking about a landmass that's bigger than the entire United States, buried under an ice sheet that in some spots is 5 kilometers. That's about 3 miles thick. It's a place of almost unimaginable size and isolation. And the cold, oh, it's just brutal. With temperatures plunging down to minus 90 degrees Celsius, it seems totally impossible for any complex life to survive. But, and this is the crazy part, against all odds, researchers have found over 400 lakes of actual liquid water hidden beneath all that ice, just teeming with possibilities. Okay, so let's start by rewinding the clock. Because that ice sheet doesn't just hide things, it preserves them perfectly. It's like the ultimate time capsule, holding the secrets of an ancient world that was radically different from our own. And this really puts into perspective just how far back that history goes. We are not talking about a few centuries here. We're talking millions and millions of years, from bizarre mammals to actual dinosaurs, and even some really tantalizing and mysterious signs of ancient humans. So get this. Back in 2009, scientists stumbled upon a fossil of a creature that kinda looked like a tat, but it laid eggs. I know, it sounds completely impossible, but this 25-million-year-old animal is proof that Antarctica was once home to a truly unique and, frankly, bizarre ecosystem. And we're not just talking about small, weird mammals either. Researchers have found the remains of dinosaurs and massive marine reptiles like mosasaurs, some of them stretching over 36 feet long. These fossils, which go back at least 7 million years, they paint this incredible picture. Antarctica wasn't always a world of ice. It was once warm, it was green, and it was teeming with prehistoric giants. But the ancient past is hiding more than just prehistoric animals. Back in 2014, archaeologists made a truly groundbreaking discovery: the very first human skulls ever found on the continent. And what they found, well, they weren't ordinary at all. They had this strange, elongated shape that just didn't look like any modern human. So here's where it gets really wild. These skulls are strikingly similar to others that have been found in places like ancient Egypt and Peru. Cultures that were known for practicing ritual head shaping, where they would bind an infant's skull to change its shape. This has kicked off a pretty fascinating and, yeah, a bit controversial theory. Could an ancient civilization, one that was connected to others around the world, have once thrived in a green Antarctica? Okay, so Antarctica isn't just a window into our own planet's past. Incredibly, its unique environment also makes it a kind of portal for understanding our place in the cosmos and the real potential for life beyond Earth. You see, the continent is basically a giant magnet for meteorites. That stark white landscape just makes them super easy to spot, and over 10,000 have been collected there. Most of them are from asteroids, but there's this tiny, super valuable sliver of them that have been confirmed to come from another planet entirely: Mars. Then, in 2015, scientists looking at one of these Martian meteorites found something absolutely astonishing: microscopic structures that some people believe could be fossilized bacteria. Now, it's still a huge debate, but this finding really fuels the theory that the basic building blocks of life might be able to travel between worlds, hitching a ride on rocks that get blasted into space. And parts of Antarctica might as well be another planet. The dry valleys are the driest place on Earth. They haven't seen rain for 2 million years, and the winds there can blast at 320 kilometers per hour. The environment is so similar to Mars, in fact, that NASA actually tested its Viking lander right there before sending it off to the Red Planet. All right, now let's get to the really weird stuff. The discoveries that are still making scientists scratch their heads, the anomalies and the enigmas that prove just how much we still have to learn about this crazy continent. Okay, picture this. It's 1911, and a scientist named Taylor discovers something that looks like it's straight out of a horror movie: a glacier that seems to be bleeding.
For decades, the source of this bloodfall was a total mystery, with theories ranging from simple algae to something far more sinister. But the real explanation is honestly just as incredible. It turns out, trapped beneath the glacier is an ancient lake. It's 3 times saltier than the ocean, which is what keeps it from freezing solid. This water is also incredibly rich in iron that it picked up from the bedrock. So when it finally seeps out and hits the air, the iron oxidizes. It literally just rusts, and that's what creates that totally gruesome blood-red color. And what's even crazier? Inside that trapped, oxygen-free lake, scientists actually found life, specifically 17 different kinds of bacteria that are surviving in total darkness with no sunlight and no oxygen. I mean, this is a huge discovery. It just goes to show that life can pop up in conditions we once thought were totally impossible, both here on Earth and on other worlds.
And that brings us to our final and maybe the most unsettling discovery of all. An archaeological team was digging deep, deep into the ice, about 1,100 feet below the surface. To put that in perspective, that's deeper than the Eiffel Tower is tall.
And what they reportedly found down there was just remarkable. The skeleton of a creature that was about 8 feet long. The story goes that after tons of experiments, its skeletal structure didn't match any known animal, living or extinct, and its origins remain a complete and total mystery. Even now, it's a total anomaly. And it leaves us with this one lingering question. If something like that was preserved so deep in the ice, what else is still down there, frozen in time, just waiting to be found?